Link engaged.
Welcome back to the TeamSpeak Team Liquid StarCraft 2 Open. I am djWHEAT. Joining me is Chill, and we are going into what could be the third and final map of this series. This player, Nerchio, who we've watched now in the semifinal number 2, and then in game 1 of the final played only Zerg, but showing that he also has some Terran skill as he chose Terran not only on Steps of War, but now on Delta Quadrant. Let's get the countdown started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And take it away, Chill.
I guess game number 3, yet again, we have Fuzer's map choice. He's going on Delta Quadrant, a strong Terran versus Zerg map. So to negate that, we have Nerchio in the bottom right as the red Terran. Yet again, Fuzer calling good game luck. And Nerchio replying good luck, have fun. And in the bottom left, with his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 hotkeyed command center, we have Menace Fuzer.
If only there were a few more numbers that he could hotkey on there.
Yeah, he needs 10 more, like Control-Shift-1.
Yeah, so I really expect pretty much a lot like what we saw in the first game, where we see this similar build order that leads up to, you know, right around, I would say, about 25 to 30 supply is when they started to deviate a little bit. We do have, once again, Fuzer opting to go for a little bit earlier scout, as he did last time, and he is going to very quickly find his opponent, which will probably key off his opponent. Well, I don't know. Nerchio could have figured he could have come from either location, and it does look like he might go the wrong way, so there he goes. And,
yeah, so as soon as he goes to the top right, he's going to realize he went wrong and try to fix that. And oh my god, Nerchio pulling so many SCVs to try to beat down the SCV of Fuzer, but unsuccessfully. He escapes with 10 HP and lives to tell the story to the rest of his SCV buddies back in the main base.
Well, he's going to sneak back in. He's going to play the old, I'll just act like I'm left, and then they won't know. He's going to go down. Check just over by the ramp, make sure there's no buildings over there, and will finally make his way out. Meanwhile, we do see Nerchio finally making his way over to the base of his opponent, and he is going to put his racks over near the expansion where you don't normally scout right away, so he's like, oh. Well, uh-oh, we got to pause, dude. I hit a button. I meant to hit vision, and I hit B. Is that 5 seconds?
B?
Yeah. Did you pause it?
I will. Yeah, I paused it.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to get to the point where the SCV moves in, and then we'll restart it. Sorry, I hit B, I think back 5 seconds. Okay, so the SCV is right next to the supply depot in Fuzer's base.
Okay.
Okay? In
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. Sorry about that. I got a little anxious there with my V button. And B kind of...
Well, you know, it's just great we have all these fantastic tools that we're waiting for to cast online replays.
I know.
So,
one
waiting
day,
for those.
One day we'll
Yeah.
get them.
One can hope.
We will get them. So SCVs continue to just kind of like check out the map, go all around, make sure, find out what's going on. You can see we got Nerchio also down here. Yeah, I don't really know what he's doing with that SCV over there, but I don't know.
What, Nerchio actually just pulled a mule off, and there is a mule sitting by his factory. That is not good. And now he's realized it and pulled it back. Okay, so that's not that bad. Looks like he's going for the same sort of attack with 3 Marines and 3 SCVs this time, but the bunker is going to go up for Fuzer yet again. And just give me a little nod here if I'm ahead of you or out of sync or whatever, as the attack is about to move up the ring.
Yeah, I just did a little quick forward. So here we
Will
go.
eat on time.
Yep. But same thing's going to happen, Chill. The exact same thing. One time we won't see any units go down. There are only 2 Marines in there. But pretty much that one bunker is going to be able to stop that one short Marine still rallied out and moving. But he's going to have to bring those all back to the base and come up with a second plan there. I did see that mule that had come a little late. Yeah, that was a little odd. I don't know. Maybe it's getting to Nerchio now.
We got a bit of a deviation here. This time we've got the reactor on Fuzer's barracks. Meanwhile, Tech Lab going onto his factory, Starport following up. Nerchio has made no add-ons yet. Nothing on his barracks, nothing on his factory, Starport on the way. Hellion is actually rallied directly into the main base, so he may do that similar sort of Hellion run by just to scout it out, but the Marine positioning is pretty good. I feel like they're going to be able to block this Hellion off no problem.
Well, this is a player who obviously learns from past mistakes. You got to imagine it's a possibility. Last time after I stopped it, he sent one Hellion in. So this is awesome. He's going to be able to take it out this time. Maybe, oh, almost. I was wrong. As he gets away, but last time he made it in there with just a little bit of health. He did get a great scan on what was going on. So, you know, I love that, to see players actually evolve from one game to the next, because that was very, very nicely done.
Now the reactor from the barracks has been swapped out with the starport, so Fuzer this game gonna have nothing with Banshees. He's just gonna go straight into reactored Vikings. First Viking for Nerchio gonna fly into the main base and find himself 2 Vikings of Fuzer ready to greet him. He's also gonna run into a few Marines here right away. No, he actually pulls back quickly, just getting away from that, but gonna say hi to the bunker. No, threading the needle, and now gets tagged by the Viking, gets hit again. First Viking for Nerchio gets taken out, and looks like he's transitioning into Banshees. He's got Cloak just about 50% done. He's got a tank, and he's got his Hellion all repaired up. As the SCV for Fuzer moving over there wants to see what's going on in his opponent's main base.
And he's going to use the bunker trick on him and take him out quite easily. 3 Marines in the back as well. And yeah, that one Viking got a nice little surprise there. It looks like we could have Fuzer now moving out with a little attack force of his own. Just one Hellion up here near the Zelnaga Tower with vision. He actually won't get vision of that army as he passes through. And as he returns back, he's going to get completely crushed. And I don't know about this. He's going off to take out the rocks down here. And he could have a push at his front. Could be scary.
Yeah, Viking's going to fly in. See the Marines there, but see nothing else. Does he have siege mode completed? He does. Sieging up right now. He's got air control. Nerchio completely gives up the bunker, actually salvaging it. And looks like the Marines of Fuzer are going to charge completely up. He's actually landing the Vikings as he goes on to try to finish the game. Siege mode not even close to done for Nerchio. Fuzer completely controlling space here. Gonna land, siege up, and oh, Cloak finishes for the Banshee. Scan goes off and completely takes it out. Here come the SCVs. Vikings gonna land, get taken out by Marines.
Oh, wow.
Tank's doing so much damage here, but the tanks get taken out. Vikings gonna try to lift off and fly away. Another Cloak Banshee cleaning everything up.
Yeah, that was pretty nice, and I think I'm a little bit ahead of you, buddy. So just to let you know, what's your timer at?
9:29, 9:30.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it at 9:40, and we're gonna resync.
Okay.
I forgot that we have that timer. I'm an idiot.
I've been playing with it because people have been complaining like I'm so far ahead. Are you psychic? So I'm trying to fix it.
So we're at 9:40 right now. You ready to come back in? 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Sorry about that, folks. And so Cloak Banshee is going to come in here, try to do a little bit of work here on Fuzer's base. It did manage to help take out that army, but it's not going to do much in the way of harassment. Meanwhile, Nerchio moving forward, and that was actually a little surprising to me. I got to be totally frank with you. I did not think that Nerchio is going to have the forces that he needed to take that out, but as the Banshee proves to be very effective, he is going to be expanding out front, opting not to go the rock route because he could not get those down. Meanwhile, you've got the rocks almost, now they are down, and Viking moving in to check out Nerchio's base here. Sees there's no units, so he's got to imagine they've got to be somewhere.
And the contain for Nerchio is going up outside Fuzer's main base here. We've got a tank for Fuzer, just sieging up outside the bunker to try to control that space. Expansion for Fuzer is going to complete first, but it's at his back door. It's going to be really susceptible to any sort of tank drop or even tank shots if he gains control of this little piece of ground here and gives vision with a Viking. Really annoying to be playing against that. And I'm really surprised we've actually ended up in this position given that Fuzer was actually up the main base, but looks like Nerchio's going to give up his position, just unsieging and rolling back home.
Yeah, I mean, why not? He's just now getting his expansion up. He could control the center if he wants to. He's got, well, he's I mean, these guys are really teetering. Neither, who has more Vikings right now? I think that Fuzer has a couple more right now, and it's 3-2, yeah. So he's got one more, so he's got to be careful about that. We're going to have a Marine come in and check out what's going on here. Still sees there's no expansion. Banshee over here at the natural of Fuzer is going to get a few kills here. He's gotten 6. As I missed that one, but he does manage to get away. Just waiting for that energy to run out, and he is going to scan. And Vikings maybe just a little too far from him. No, get one hit.
Oh,
and
devastating.
Probably going to chase him down.
Yeah, the Banshee's about to run out of energy, and that's that should be good night once he runs out of space that can be traversed by by flying units in this game. Vikings going to come to try to intercept Fuzer's Vikings, but Nerchio is outnumbered 4-5, so this may not be a battle he wants to pick. Actually, excuse me, those are medevacs, so
yeah.
It was 4-3, but he doesn't manage to catch them. That's really important. If Fuzer lost all those Vikings, lost control of the airspace, then it becomes a real pain to try to deal with any sort of tank contains, as Nerchio really has a solid control of the center space of the map here on Delta Quadrant.
Now just moving out of his base, one Marine is going to try to do as much damage as he wants. He's going to siege up here at the middle, but his opponent's going to go through the little shortcut down here and right up into the natural of Nerchio. He's going to get sandwiched here down below. He's going to use those Vikings for vision. Vikings are going to come in. Almost all the Vikings have now gone down thanks to those Marines. But siege tanks in the back. He's going to drop them right on top of the other siege tanks and use the unsieged GPS. Oh my God, that was beautiful right there. Got rid of all the siege tanks, and the Vikings are going to take those out. Holy
wow.
That was an awesome move right there by Nerchio.
You know, that's a move that everyone knows, but when you're getting sieged and when you need to pull it off now, it's incredibly difficult to find the time to unsiege your tanks, load them up, and drop them on top.
Right.
And we just saw Nerchio completely clean that up. And looks like he's going to do it one more time. Drop in on this siege tank up here. Bring the Marines in from the back and the Vikings, and he's going to clean up everything. STVs are off the line. Fuzer has to hold this, but the DPS of the siege tanks in unsiege mode so high. Vikings actually landing. Tank trying to micro back a little bit. The Vikings are out. They're going to have to land for Fuzer, but so many Marines in here having huge DPS and the unsieged tanks having huge DPS, and Fuzer is completely broken. Looks like Nerchio's taking this match in a heartbeat. Wow. Completely shut it down. Good game, well played on his off race. Who even knows what his real race is? He's shown us he can do it. Terran versus Terran, Zerg versus Terran. Doesn't care to Nerchio as he takes this series 3-0.
Yeah, really amazing. 3-0, the final score for Nerchio. He came in as a random player up to the round of 8. And after that, he chose to race pick all of his matchups. And either this guy just has played a ridiculous amount of games and is just like using that sheer experience to play each map and each race accordingly, or he is one of these underdogs that we need to start keeping an eye on. That's one of the reasons why the Team Liquid StarCraft 2 Opens are so great. Of course, this one brought to you by TeamSpeak. And our winner is going to be Nerchio, who fought every single, I think, race composition on his way here, but some really impressive games. You know, you called it, Jill, very early on. You said, I just don't know after watching Nerchio face Envious if Fuzer is going to be able to, you know, take his sort of style, and you were pretty much right on the money with that one.
Well, you said he's definitely top 100 in Europe, you said, as random, and that's incredible. I think he made a lot of fans today, and definitely someone I'm personally going to be watching, as I'm a random player. And you know, he didn't look like a random player who plays to the strengths of random. He didn't play gimmicky. He played people straight up with their own race and beat them, and that's just incredible to be able to do that as a random player.
Yeah, and it's something to be said, especially, you know, knowing the inner workings of the map. You've got to be very familiar with your own strengths and weaknesses in order to, you know, in order to be so comfortable in those positions. And he certainly had some unique styles in there, some unique ways to play, both Terran and Zerg. And he ultimately will win the first TeamSpeak Team Liquid StarCraft 2 Open. He'll be winning himself a couple $100. And, of course, I think maybe even more valuable. Of course, money's always good, don't get me wrong. But just like getting your name out there. putting it on
Yeah.
there, saying
Oh,
I
that's
can,
huge.
I won the Team Liquid StarCraft 2 Open for Europe, and I believe the next one coming up is going to be North American based.
Yeah, and I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I know Hotbid sent out an email with just a whack of dates. So for any players who are looking to get out there and get some big tournament experience, keep your eyes open. These are going to be coming fast and furious. I think there's one left in December, and then we'll break for Christmas, and many more are coming in the new year. All sponsored by TeamSpeak. TL Opens are going to keep rolling through, I believe, well into March, possibly beyond.
Yep. So I will be back here tomorrow, actually, for the Church of Esports Weapon of Choice tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then following that, live on 3. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to talk about, some GSL stuff, some DreamHack stuff, and then, of course, I want to talk to you about my Protoss problem. My Protoss problem. So
I'm
that'll be
always here for
tomorrow
you,
on
Wheat.
Weapon of Choice. Yeah, make sure you check it out on TeamLiquid.net and djWHEAT.tv. Chill. I'm out of here then, man.
All right, me too.
All right, so we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us once again for the TeamSpeak Team Liquid StarCraft 2 Open, brought to you by TeamSpeak.
Welcome to TeamSpeak, advanced voice communication software for any platform. TeamSpeak allows groups of people to communicate and share information with anyone, via the internet or through private networks. Using your Windows, Mac or Linux-based computer, all you need is a headset with microphone, and in minutes you can be chatting with others in real time, using our crystal clear voice technology.